Hi there, my friends across the Western Pacific. Let's talk about what's going on out here in the long-range extended outlook as well, especially here in the Western Pacific. If we're talking about the long-range GFS, and I'll get to that in a second. First, I do want to take a moment. Big shout out to our friends here in Mexico. Look at this storm. Now, this is 24 hours old. This is Otis. Otis rapidly intensified to a Category 5 prior to landfall there around Acapulco. Some serious damage taking place there. And it just goes to show, rapid intensification of storms used to be something reserved to the Western Pacific, but recently we've seen it in the Atlantic. We're seeing it here in the Eastern Pacific. Just anytime when we have a near landfalling storm, especially in the Philippine Sea for that matter, check back in for the newest updates. That storm rapid intensified quickly, unexpectedly. And it's something that happened around the world. Warmer sea surface temperatures. We're seeing it time and time again. All right, let's take a look at what's happening out here in the tropics today, though. And, we're keeping an eye on this big old area of moisture right in there. You have their cold surge back towards the north. If there is a shear line, it would be right in here just around Taiwan. That interaction between the moisture in the south and that cooler air spilling in. And you can even kind of see it right here on infrared satellite imagery right there. Let's wrap it around like that. And there's your what you would constitute a shear line. It's basically interaction with the cold surge, and then you have that moisture trying to develop back towards the east. Still the easterlies though dominating at this point there in the Philippines, and some afternoon showers, much needed rainfall, maybe even for parts of Mindanao. But this is the number one question people have been asking me about. Look at this area right here. That is heading out to November 7th, 8th to the 9th, right in there. Let's clear the screen. Let's go back to the start, and you watch there south of Guam. Something tries to spin up and then runs towards the west. Now, the 9th would be important. That is the 10-year anniversary of Super Typhoon Yolanda or Haiyan. Now, if you're somebody that believes in fate or something like that, you're probably like, oh, what does this mean? Now, we are at that time of year where we are seeing more of those cold surges come in, and what that ends up happening is it creates high pressure area off towards the north. So if anything does develop there around Guam, it's going to be more of a straight runner. And the reason why, when we get into the months of November and December, if we do see storms, we saw it with Washi, Haiyan, Odette as well. Later season storms become these straight runners and they get really serious. So I'm not saying that's going to happen by any means, because if we take a look at the ensembles, how about the GFS right here? Actually shows something more so by the 1st to the 2nd, northeast of Luzon, and then in the long range, this is all the way out to the 9th. How about that? It really doesn't show anything concrete. Yeah, we got a couple circles right there, and the reason why the operational model is leaning into something right in there. But then you have some stuff back here, back here. It's all over the place. It's spread out with low confidence at this point, and it is still very long range for that matter. We're talking 350 hours out, guys. I really wouldn't be talking about too much, but there's two reasons. It is the anniversary of Haiyan. I get that. And a lot of you have been asking me about it. So at this point, deep breaths. We're going to watch it together. And one more reason why I say continue to check back in for the newest and latest and greatest updates. Not using Metro Weather today. My computer is not working too well. So I just want to do a screencast recording here for you and just talk about this real quick, short update. As always, thanks for watching. And of course, stay safe out there.